Okay, chaps, this is it. Didn't Michael Jackson once say that? This is what we have been building up to, staking our lot money token to earn you a passive income. So that's what we're going to go through in this video. In fact, we're going to do this over two videos. In this video that you're watching right now, I'm going to go and take some of the lot money token that we purchased in the previous video, and I'm going to stake that in my test vault that I've created for this lot money for newbies course. So we'll go and do that in a second. Then in the next video, essentially I'm going to do exactly the same thing, but I'm going to use my actual vault that I use all the time. So we're going to do this twice. And of course, it never does any harm to do things a few times, you know, repetition, 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 so you get comfortable. So just to be clear, in this video, let's take some of the lot money token that we purchased in the previous video and we'll stake it in our vault right now. Right now, I could be the greatest dancer around. Do you remember that song? Let me share my screen. Here we are. Okay. Now, one other quick thing to mention to you. This is purely coincidental, but at the time of making you this video, as you may well know, depending on how long you've been involved in the crypto space, but crypto prices can be volatile. Some days, doesn't happen often, but some days, maybe once every 3 or 4 months, we do have a day where the markets can fall by 10 or 15%, which of course can rattle some people. We can equally have days where prices can go up by 10%, which is obviously wonderful. Just so happens, as I say, coincidentally, that today, literally at the time of making you this video, we are having what's known as a red day. Prices have fallen by about 10%. The only reason I'm mentioning that is because when we click on my vault here, you will see on the left-hand side here, look, down 10%, as you can see here. And do you remember a few videos ago when we transferred, it was just less than $20, wasn't it? I think it was from memory, of Ethereum into my vault. It's obviously now dropped in value to $17.73. So that's why we're seeing the minus, or not the minus, the down 10%. So just wanted to mention that. Personally, I should just say things like this don't even bother me one little bit. We know long term we're in absolutely the right space with retail and governments and countries and investments all getting into this space. But I did just want to mention this to you in case you're looking at that down 10% and thinking, why has Chris not mentioned that? That is why. That's a real-time price. But we're not even remotely concerned about that. But what we do want to do is stake. So let's do that. Let's click on staking. Now, remember, we've talked about there are two staking pools within locked money. We are only concerning ourselves with what is known as the single asset. It's also known as the LMY staking. So when you go to the staking area, you have to click here, LMY staking. So by default, I think this one is selected, LLP staking. But make sure you click here where it says LMY staking. This essentially means, just to remind you, that we are just going to stake one asset, the locked money token, which of course we've just bought. The LP staking, let me remind you, we have talked about this. The LP staking, I do have a separate course about this, is two assets that we pair together to create another single asset. But these paired assets, we stake in the LP staking. Those paired assets are Ethereum and locked money. In fact, you can even see here it says Ethereum and locked money, and we pair them together. We're not going to do that now, but I do have a separate course if you're interested. But let's go back to the single asset staking, LMY. So make sure you click on this tab, LMY. And now notice that when we looked at this in a few videos ago, this figure was 0. This is our total LMY tokens. And it says here the total amount of LMY tokens that you currently hold in your vault or your wallet. Now, this was 0, of course, because in the previous video, obviously, we went to Aerodrome and we bought some lot money tokens, didn't we, that are currently in our wallet. So if we go to Rabby and I look at my assets, and we looked at this in the last video, look, here are my 33,562 lot money tokens in my Rabby wallet that are also being populated here within my dashboard at lot money. So it's just pulling in that information, which is great. One other thing I want to mention, which we have also talked about, but again, I just want to emphasize these two links here that we can toggle between. This means where are our assets that we want to stake. Now, at the moment, our wallet is selected. And as we've obviously just seen, we've got 33,000 lot money tokens in our wallet. That balance is also being shown here. It's in a bit of a smaller font, but you can see it says here balance 33,000 because I've got wallet selected. If I select Vault, well, let me show you. I'll select Vault, and the balance here says 0. That's because at the moment, I do not have any locked money tokens in my vaults. Of course, as you know, within locked money, we have our vaults where we can securely save our cryptocurrency. So if I had, which I have not done yet, but if I'd sent, let's say, my locked money tokens from my Rabby wallet to my vault, it would obviously show when I click on vault my balance in my vaults. So you might, for example, over time want to send all your assets into your vault. I could have, here's my, let's look at Rabby again. I could easily have just sent these lock money tokens from my wallet to my vault. And then when I'm here in the staking area to see them, I would simply click on Vault to see my balance. But at the moment, my lock money tokens are in my wallet. So let's click back on wallet and we can see them there. Perfect. Okay, so let's stake. Let's stake. Now, the first thing you want to ask yourself is how long do you want to stake for? Remember, whatever you stake is locked for that duration. You earn daily rewards. Well, actually, you earn them in real time, which you can claim at any time. I tend to let mine accrue for at least a few weeks. That's what I normally do, maybe even a month. But let's imagine I want to do 6 months. I'm going to click 6 months here. On the right-hand side, it will tell me the APR that I'm going to be earning. This will change. This fluctuates in real time, but it's always going to be very, very handsome. And at the moment, it's saying we're getting 260% a year a return, which is incredible. To give you some example, the stock market, if you use a financial advisor and they put some funds of yours into the stock market, you'd be lucky if you get 8% a year. That's a good return. This is 260% a year. Property, you could make between maybe 8 to 12% a year. So there's a lot higher returns possible in decentralized finance. This works out at 0.71% a day. So let's imagine I want to do that. For 6 months, I'm fine. All I would now do is I'd click on stake. Now, let me just quickly say something. I am not going to stake everything right now. And the only reason for that is this is a test account. And I don't really want to have two separate accounts. As I say, I've got my main account that we'll look at in the next video. But I will just stake something now, just so you can see the process. Then in the next video, we'll go and do more in my main account. So to be clear, I'm going to lock up some lock money tokens for 6 months. I'm very happy at 0.71% a day. I can claim my rewards that I earn daily at any time. Let's click on stake. Oh, I didn't actually type how much I want to stake. So I need to type in an amount here. I'm not going to do much. I might do 2,000 lock money tokens. The price is about 0.004 at the moment, at the time of making this video. So that's only about $8 or so. But just so you can see the process, I'm fine with that. So as I say, I will put the majority of it in my actual vault, which we'll do in the next video. So I'm going to stake 2,000 tokens. I've got 33,000 in my wallet, so that's fine. Let me click stake. Rabby is opening, asking me to confirm. I'm going to click sign. I'm going to click confirm. It's creating the transaction. That is pretty much it. Although I've just recalled the first time you do this, as we've seen, you will sometimes get another notification from Rabby. The first time we get the notification, it's asking for permission. The second time here is actually staking. So let's click on sign. Let's click on confirm again. And now, in a few moments' time, we will see this figure up here. There we go. Did you notice that? Well, look, obviously we got this pop-up here. It says 2,000 lock money tokens have been successfully locked. They will remain locked for 6 months, so until August the 25th, 2025. It's Feb 25th as I make you this video. And look, I've now got my tokens that are staked. And if I scroll down a little bit here, you've got all your details about your tokens that are staked. And this value will increase in real time, and you can claim at any time. When you claim locked money tokens that will then appear in your wallet. So that is how simple it is to stake, and it's unbelievably exciting. Now, I've obviously only staked a very small amount because, as I say, this is a test vault, a test wallet. I don't really want to put everything in this one and then have two wallets to manage. So let's go and do this again at my main wallet, and we will do that in the next video. See you there.